Fire is one of mankind's oldest enemies. Safeguarding against the risk of human death and injury, as well as the serious potential ravages and disruption that fire can cause to commercial and business projects and other fire risks in the community, has long been the concern of fire safety engineers and firefighting forces across the globe. In 2007, Qatar Petroleum began a project to provide a comprehensive new fire training unit for its fire and rescue teams who protect Ras Laffan Industrial City in Qatar. Ras Laffan Industrial City incorporates one of the largest gas exporting refineries in the world, and in October 2008, Qatar Petroleum's Ras Laffan Fire and Rescue Service took delivery of its new fire training unit, the first of its kind in the region. The fire training unit was designed and custom built in the United Kingdom and delivered to Qatar to the precise technical specification of Ras Laffan Fire and Rescue Service by specialist British company Process Combustion Limited, the leading international designer and manufacturer of gas-fired firefighting training units and other combustion-related products. Commissioned in October 2008, the new fire training unit has already been showing off its ability to deliver safe yet realistic and repeatable training for firefighters across a range of fire situations. The Ras Laffan Fire Training Unit consists of steel modular unit construction and comprises 2 main floors and an integral 4-floor smoke tower. The main structure incorporates 4 separate rooms which contain a total of 8 internal fires, all fired by liquid petroleum vapour gas. The ground floor rooms replicate fires in a maritime engine room with engine and bilge fires, and in an office with computer and waste bin fires. On the first floor, fires can be created in maritime type accommodation with bunk bed and computer fires, together with a studio apartment with a bed and a cooker fire. All the floors of the fire training unit are interconnected by staircases and additional vertical ladders leading up into the 4-storey tower above the main unit. These each provide some physically challenging situations for fire crews to deal with. There are also external fires on the training ground adjacent to the fire training unit, and these include a refinery-type wellhead fire that burns liquid propane leaking from a damaged valve.
I'm Tony Belston. I'm the Chief Fire Officer for Ras Laffan Industrial City Fire and Rescue Service. We operate across the whole of the industrial area, including the port, industrial sites as well as the municipal sites. We have up to 10 LNG berths will be operational by 2015, and we'll have approximately 20 liquid product exports. There'll be condensates, lube oils, diesels and other derivatives from the oil and gas industry. I operate a fire department across 4 fire stations and approximately 250 personnel. We've recognised early on that there was a major need for skills maintenance for the fire crews. So we commissioned a project early 2007 to design, construct and build a modular fire training building which comprises various risks that we're faced with within the industrial area. There's marine risks, there's municipal risks and the industrial risks. And we try to incorporate all of these risks into the one module. Outside there's also a wellhead simulator which burns liquid propane and gives quite an intense fire, which trains the guys to operate behind a protective spray to isolate valves, that type of thing.
Inside the unit, this is the engine room of the maritime section on the ground floor. There are 2 fires here. Elsewhere on the ground floor is an office with a computer screen fire and a waste bin fire. On the first floor is an apartment with a cooker fire and a fire in a bed. In the remaining room on the first floor there are 2 other fires.
The module was just commissioned at the end of October 2008, and it is fueled by LPG, propane, and has simulated smoke in each room. All the systems are controlled by a centralised computer in a control room, and the gas detection systems prevent any unnecessary events that we've not planned for. The system is designed and built according to NFPA and British standards. The scenarios inside represent a ship's engine room, ship's accommodation, office accommodation, and generally sleeping type accommodation, kitchens. And we also have a 4-storey tower which simulates various access routes within a ship and a house. So the crews can practice rescuing techniques throughout different types of premises where they're likely to encounter fires, incidents, rescue situations.
All the fires are designed to create a flame signature very similar to that of a real fire, and at the same time be very clean burn and environmentally friendly. The sophisticated computerized control system provides a constant monitoring of the fire training unit and its facilities. These include temperature and unburnt gas monitoring, together with emergency lighting and an instant shutdown to fully meet the stringent safety requirements of international gas engineering and fire training standards. The new unit at Ras Laffan has the major benefit of providing very realistic, controllable and repeatable live fire and smoke conditions for Ras Laffan's firefighters to train under. Previously, training fires could only be created by burning carbonaceous materials such as wood and paper, and this only provided one short uncontrolled training session that would produce plenty of unwanted black toxic smoke. Now, with the click of a mouse in the control room, an instructor at Ras Laffan can set the size of each individual fire, the length of its burn and the precise cosmetic smoke obscuration level, and from then on hand over the control of the exercise to another instructor working alongside the training crew. This instructor then has complete control of the exercise, including the ability to instantly shut down the fires, activate all the emergency lighting and extract the smoke very quickly if any trainee shows any sort of distress. This is part of the internal vertical staircase that connects all the floors within the 4-storey tower.
Ras Laffan Industrial City is planned to be the world's largest exporting facility for liquefied natural gas, and we're exporting gases already to Japan, Korea, Europe and America.
Here we see training fires being started in the office with a computer screen and then the waste bin alight. Upstairs in the apartment of the fire training unit there is a fire in the bed with the cooker also in the foreground. Very importantly, this new fire training unit will enable fire crews to practice door entry and gas cooling procedures with water spray in order to prevent the phenomenon known as flashover. This is the sudden explosive self-ignition of unburnt gases within a burning building. In addition, firefighters will be able to develop their experience and competence in wearing breathing apparatus sets under some very realistic conditions. Here in this final sequence, the engine room and bilge compartment of the fire training unit are on fire, and a Ras Laffan firefighting crew cautiously enter behind the protection of a high-pressure water spray. It is very easy to see just how realistic the training provided by the new unit can be in any of its 4 rooms, with heat, high humidity and swirling smoke, just as it would be in a real-life incident.
This unit is the first of its kind to be built in Qatar and probably the first of its kind to be built in the Gulf region. It was designed and built by Process Combustion, a UK-based company, and we are very pleased with the way the system was designed and built and the service received post-build.
In the outside training area alongside the unit is the wellhead fire, which burns liquid propane. This facility is configured to allow a team of firefighters to train for the approach to the wellhead behind a protective water spray at very close quarters and then isolate the damaged valve. This final view, taken from the top of the unit, looks down on the complex pipework and control equipment that feeds gas into the fire training unit.
We're very pleased with the service received from Process Combustion. From the initial conceptual ideas that we envisaged for this unit, they helped with the design, the basic feed, and right through the engineering and construction process. And Process Combustion were a really great asset for this region. I'm very pleased to have been involved in this particular project from early conceptual design right the way through to completion, and look forward to many years of good service of the unit, training the guys from recruits right through to advanced firefighters.
The new Ras Laffan Fire Training Unit and its state-of-the-art technology, now in commission, is already beginning to contribute to the fire safety and protection of the many thousands of people who work around the clock within Ras Laffan Industrial City and the many complex infrastructure buildings situated there.